Yo, this is it. You're listening to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. And of course, I'm your host, Mr. Fade. Once again, gonna review this shit, review these beats. And actually, this time, I just opened up a beer. So hold on a second here. So, forgive me if my reviews this time are mean or something. I'm not a mean drunk. I'm fun. So actually, they might be really good reviews, like really funny and shit. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just thirsty today. Whatever. So actually, before we get into it, just want to mention, if you haven't checked it out yet, I just put up the Warzone beat battle. Okay, so if you haven't checked that out yet, go check it out. Go to the top of IllMuzik. In the menu, you'll see battles. Just go down there. There's a Warzone in the drop-down menu. You click on that, and it's a cross between. Hold on a second. It's a cross between Battle That and Beat This, that kind of thing. So, Battle That is once a year. It's a bracket style tournament, and Beat This is just a regular competition. So this is going to be like a quick battle, So it's 1 minute you have for each beat, and you can upload one beat for the whole battle, like for all 4 rounds, or just 4 beats, whatever. It's up to you. So 2, 3, 4 beats, whatever, and that's it. But the difference this time is that it's going to be there's going to be 3 winners, let's say. So it's going to be gold, silver, and bronze. So the good thing is that if you lose in the first round, you'll continue on to the second round for sure, and you will battle for the bronze. So, but if you win the first round, you go on the second round, you try to win that one, and so on and so forth, and try to get to the final. So, yeah. All right, so let's get into it right away. We've got 5 beats this time, and we'll kick it off first with AK with Best Dream. Let's check it out. And I'm back. All right, so that was AK with Best Dream. All right, so this beat here, starts off nice bass line. Really like that. Really like the bass line. And I didn't know if you were going to go with some really gutter shit on this one, but the bass line was nice. And then the rest of the beat drops in. Sorry. The rest of the beat drops in. Sounds really dope. But I'm not a big fan of the sped up vocals. Never was, really. I mean, who was it that did that years ago? Was it? I think all the producers back in the day were doing that shit. Like, what's his name there? I can't remember his name anyway. But, a lot of people would do that. And it's not that popular today, really. But anyway, I'm not a big fan of that. But it did sound good the way you used it. But then what I really noticed was the drums. Okay, so like the drums sounded nice and clean. That's good. But then when you had the part where it was just the kick and snare without the hat, that was good, because they sounded nice, but it just sounded very dry. So like I've been there too, where you have drums that are just, they sound nice and clean and tight, but then on their own they're just kind of boring. You know what I mean? So when you brought in the hat finally, I was like, okay, that too, it's nice and clean, all that stuff. But actually, I think those drums would have benefited from having like a really dirty hat, something really dirty, and like when you sample a hat from a vinyl, let's say, or whatever, some vinyl record or whatever, it's gonna be all dusty and shit, so something like that with that kick and snare. Try that, and just have that with the piano for the verse, because the chorus part where you have the vocals come in, it sounds good. I like that, but I wouldn't have muffled out the vocals, the sped up vocals throughout the beat. I wouldn't have done that, because it kind of gets repetitive, whatever. So anyway, I would just use the vocals on the hook, and for the rest of the beat, like I said, just have some like a dirty hat, and then have the piano, and that's it. Other than that, though, I mean, I like it. I like the way you put the whole thing together. So just I would say just change up those parts, see how it sounds. Other than that, though, good job. Okay, next up, we got Blackbird Beats with, I don't know if it's Arab or Arab or whatever. I guess Arab. So all right, let's check it out. All right. So that was Blackbird Beats with Arab. So I don't think it's Arab, because who the hell says Arab? I mean, like, why would it be Arab anyway? What the hell is an Arab? I mean, it's like, you wouldn't say that unless it was like A-Rab, that kind of thing. So who cares anyway? Whatever. All right. So so this beat, the thing about this beat is, the whole thing sounds really good. It's really dope. The problem I have with it, the only problem really is the fact that it just sounds to me like you put a whole bunch of reverb throughout the whole, like on the whole thing. That's what it sounds like to me, because I could just hear the whole thing is very airy, and it shouldn't be like that. I mean, the snare, yes, but then what picked it up first was the kick. That's when I really noticed it. Was I could hear the kick, with the reverb too, and I said, okay, that doesn't sound right. So then I start to hear everything else. So I mean, you do have to have some reverb on the mix, of course, but not like that. I just found like the whole thing was too spacious. You know what I mean? So like the whole thing would just sound like it was in a big room or something. So what I like to do though is I like to take, just a bit or whatever. But what I do is put reverb on the snare. Or on every other snare or something like that, or on the fourth snare, whatever the fuck, But You put the reverb just on the snare because then it gives it like a nice sound because you got a nice thumping beat, but then the snare is like smash, like that, you know. So anyway, so I would just put it on the snare. Just try that and see how it sounds. Because other than that, the beat is fucking dope. I like it. All right, okay. So next up, we've got Shuka for beats. We'll break the rules. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Shuka for beats with Break the Rules. Hope I pronounced that right. But anyway, all right. So okay, so this beat here, it's nice. I mean, you got the drums, nice thickness to it. I'm really feeling that shit. That's what really stood out for me was the drums. They just sounded really good. They were just right there. Okay, now hold on. I'm drinking, right? So I might repeat myself. Hold on a second. All right, so the drums. The only thing with this beat is the synth stuff, okay? Because I could tell. Obviously you're not sampling a full orchestra in your studio, so that's the problem with trying to find some good sounds from the keyboard or whatever. Because I've been through that shit. I mean, I've even to this day, I was just thinking about it the other day because I was playing my keyboard and then there's some nice sounds on it, but when I want to get to the orchestra shit, like some violins or whatever, they're kind of cheesy, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to really find something that just sounds natural and stuff. So unless you want to pay out the ass for a really nice sound pack or whatever. So, but in this case, the ones you're using, I don't know where your sounds are coming from. But the ones you use, they're okay. They're good, but they're obviously not the real thing. So what I like to do is, take what you have like this, like play out your melody, do your melody and all that shit with your violin synth and all that stuff, but then take that and sample, like you're sampling yourself, and then you could just filter the shit out of that thing. Like for example on Machine, you could put like the SP1200 or MPC60 filter on it so that it just sounds grittier and stuff, things like that, so you could do that easily with any DAW or whatever. Just get some kind of plugin and or just whatever, and just to dirty it up, make it sound like it belongs there along with those drums. Because like I said, the drums are nice; they're nice and thick. But then you got this clean sounding violin coming in and stuff. So, it's nice the way the whole beat, the way the whole beat is. It's very nice. So that's why I like this beat a lot. But it's the sound. So that's why it's like just use what you have, but just try to make those synth sounds a little dirtier. a little thicker. You know what I mean? But other than that, though, it's a really good beat. Really feeling it. All right, so what we got next here? All right, next up we've got Soul Ra with Bounce. Let's check it out. All right. So that was Soul Ra with Bounce. All right. So this one, what really stood out for me was the drum work. I really liked the drums. The whole mix was nice. The snare was a little too loud, but the whole mix was really good. That's what I really liked. It was the mix and the drum work. So you did a good job on that stuff. The keys are nice, but that and that vocal snippet thing, they after a while, of course, they get repetitive. So there's not much you can do in that case except change it up. So, the simplest thing would be to, give yourself like a little hook or something like that. So take out the vocals, take out that vocal part, have just the keys, but a different type of melody with the keys. So just do something like that, or just have a part two where you just take out the drums or whatever and just have just the keys going, all that stuff, and maybe bring in a different type of vocal snippet or whatever. But because what you have now is just looping over and over. So, it sounds good at first, but then it quickly gets repetitive. So, but they do sound nice. Everything sounds nice. Like I said, good mix, good drums. Good job. All right. So next up, what do we have here? We get the last beat. It's, I don't know how to pronounce it. It was a bass with that shit. All right, let's check it out. All right. All right, so that was, who was that? Where the hell am I? Okay. That was Vase with That Shit. Okay, so it starts off with the kick and snare, and it kind of sounded like something was wrong. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And then it drops in with this sick beat, you know, the whole thing's just so fucking gutter. It was ridiculous, you know. It was like, those drums are just, you know, they're just so hard, and then that sample you're using, it makes the beat just sound totally gutter. I was like, so I'm nodding my head, I'm here, I'm like, oh shit, this is dope, this is fucking dope, you know. And I'm like, okay, this is perfect for an MC, a perfect beat for an MC. So, and it's the type of beat that you can't really do much, you can't really change it up that much, you know. Like, if it was me doing that kind of beat, I would have a part where I'd have a little breakdown with some scratching or something, because that's the type of style this sounds like. So, and it was good, but then you had that part where, you know, like I said, you were trying to change it up, not much to do, but you change it up by messing with the pitch of that sample. And I was like, no, don't do that. It was perfect. You should have had it. You should have kept it, I should say. You should have kept it the way you had it at the beginning. So, anyway, so the main type of sample you have, you should have kept it like that. You shouldn't have pitched it up or in like that. I just kept it the way you had it at the beginning for the first minute, and just do something like like I said, have a breakdown with some scratching or something like that. Because really, like I said, not much you can do with this. This is the type of beat that's meant for an MC, which is great. So it's a really good job, though. I'm really feeling it. All right, so that's it for this time. And yeah, like I said, don't forget to check out the new battle. It's called Warzone, and make sure you participate. All right, so that's it from me. I'm Mr. Fade. This is Attack of the Beats, and my favorite beat this week, the winner is, drumroll please, Shooker for Beats with Break the Rules. Let's check it out.